Just one looking at you, open up my eyes.
What do I say? Them can never love you my way.
Hi guys, so I don't think you've met my sister yet.
Hi.
This is Sheridan. Sheridan Spencer, go subscribe.
You can just link my channel in the bio with that.
Yes, or on the screen somewhere. Anyway, today, just to get to know us a bit better, I thought we'd do a Q&A. And, you know, it's a come join us for coffee one. That's something that Sheridan mentioned in her video, something that we like to do as sisters is go out for coffee. So thought I'd bring you guys into that. So go make yourself a coffee and join us for the rest of the video. So basically how this is gonna work, I did a poll question thing on my Instagram story and I've chosen 3 of your guys' answers from there. And then at the end we're going to do a quick rapid fire random questions thing. But the first 3 are going to be, well, the first 2 are a bit more serious. So serious about legit get to know us. Oh. If we were having a D&M on our coffee date or whatever. First one is from Kaylee Yeet. And she says, what's something that's really shaped you into who you are today?
Deep question.
Yes. You go first. I was gonna say you do need some time to think. I'd say for me, there are so many things. I kind of, in general, I like, from school we learn to analyze artists, we learn to analyze writing in English, so I kind of just analyze my life as well and be like, oh, what's all the things that have shaped me? I would say there's a lot of different experiences that I've had, things that I've gone through in my head and also in my experiences and in the places that I've been to and grown up in, etc, etc. But I would say the key thing for me was dealing with mental health, and that stemmed into different areas like body image and different things, but the main part of mental health for me was depression, with going through a lot of friendship difficulties when I was at school. But I would say in the moments I always question, you know, why do I have to be going through these things? Why isn't it easy to just feel really wanted and connected in school and in my social circles? But coming out the other side of it, I'm so grateful for all those experiences, because who that's made me to be is someone who's much more resilient, much more strong, who's not as bossy anymore but has learned to to manage my leadership, and someone who just has empathy for other people. And I can really just understand what people are going through, especially when it's similar situations, or just even understanding that feeling of being in depression or feeling rejected and different types of things. And so I just have such a heart for teenagers because they've gone through that. And so not only has it made me and shaped my character, but it's also given me direction for the future. And so that's why my life's calling and purpose is to work with teenagers and youth. And for me, that's starting a non-profit organisation for teenagers to really just help them find the same redemption that I found in my own life. Because for me, my life was in one place and God just completely transformed it and brought me to a place where I never even expected. You know, in those moments I was asking for just one friend, but I found the most deep, real, authentic friendships in every single social circle of my life. And it was a process, but you know, I was asking for something small, but I was blessed with so much more than I could have even hoped or asked for. So I just want other teenagers to be able to see that same transformation in their own lives and just being brought out of one place and into just so much freedom and purpose for their own lives as well. And so there's a whole vision with that, but essentially those experiences with mental health really shaped me into who I am today, and they gave me a purpose for living and a direction in my life. So I'm so grateful for everything that I've been through and for who I am today. So
I mean, similar in that, I guess for me in general, it's just like life experiences that I've been through, each one shapes me. But like the biggest one for me was like, and similar to like rejection, but that was like going through a breakup a few years ago, which that is a whole other story in itself for another day. But from that experience of like loss, I guess, or it is loss, and then having to like find my identity, and that was when I really like got super strong in my relationship with God from that time in my life, where I was like didn't know who I was, and I was like really hurt by everything, but that's when God really like transformed my life and made me the person I am today. And ever since, that was probably the biggest moment of transformation in my life. And then over the past, I think it's almost been 4 years now, like there's been so many, yeah, it's been a long time, but very small things since then that I've been through has continued to shape me, but it was from that biggest thing that really turned me around, or God turned me around, and then small things since then continues to like shape me and mold me. But I guess, yeah, just life experiences in general, and then the people I surround myself with also help shape me to be a better person and stuff like that. So yeah.
And then from a journeying with you perspective, your future relationship will just be a completion of that whole story and stuff, so it's really exciting.
Yeah, because that's another thing, like, I mean, not that it's really related to this question, but yeah, I feel like for that, I mean, that's probably my testimony, which I can talk about another day, but like the end of that story will be when God brings the person I'm going to marry into my life, and then I can share that story with everyone, and you can really see God's goodness already from what's already happened now, but like that'll be like the final piece of the puzzle in a way. So
because seeing, yeah, what you're going through at the time and now how much joy you have in life and satisfaction in your singleness.
True, because you need to be happy being single before you're ready for a relationship. So
yes.
Yeah, if I look out of it now, it's because I just had a nap. And I'm still waking up, but I am a joyful person.
That's what you got the copy of. Now you're doing well though. Second question from Jared. Shout out to Winnipeg, Canadians. Yes.
What's Winnipeg?
It's his city in Canada.
Oh, is it French?
I don't know.
Isn't Canada French?
Yeah, but they're still part of America.
It's a different country.
Yeah, America's the continent.
But Canada's a country.
Yeah, in the continent of America. Of North America.
It's not a continent.
What? Anyway, he says, can I crash on your couch?
I mean, if you're in Australia, but you're not, so.
Yes. Would you actually be down for him to? Because he wants to come see the biggest IMAX screen in the world.
Well, it's not up to me.
True.
I don't care. But
Either way.
Everyone should come visit from DCL.
Yeah, everyone from DCLS, come visit us. Come crash on a couch. Yeah. At the very least, we'll host you in Australia. Okay. Third question from Margaret. Yeah, so basically Kaylee was from Planet Shakers, Jared was from
Planet Shakers!
Jared was from Dream Center Leadership School in the US, and then Margaret is from PLC, which is a school we went to. Woo. Okay, anyway, her question is, so from Margaret, have you ever struggled with your nationality/identity? So being a halfie.
I was distracted because I got one on my t-shirt. Rip. Anyway.
I would say not in the sense of an identity crisis. I've always been proud to be two nationalities. So, well, two major ones. So our mum is Chinese Malaysian and our dad is Australian, but back in his history they were from Scotland, England and Germany. So basically half white, half Asian. Yeah, I just like having that multiculturalism within me because I think it helps me to appreciate it in the world, and especially the school we went to was not very white. And so I think maybe there is still racism today in Australia, and I think because I was brought up in that school and because I am part Asian myself, then I really, you know, desire to see a multicultural world. And maybe if I wasn't Asian, I might be kind of racist and the white bias, because, you know, we Australians have a lot of pride in their country, and which is great, but hearing all the stories of what's happened on trams and things, like how, you know, there's been racist attacks on trams, I can see how it's easy to become prejudiced against certain races, especially when their other populations are growing in our country. So I'd say, personally, I also wish that I knew more about my Asian side, because we learnt a bit of Indonesian in school, which is similar to the Malay language, but my mum and grandpa actually more speak Cantonese, but we never learnt that. So some people, when they see us, they would say, oh, so you speak Cantonese, and no. So now I'm actually wanting to learn a few words here and there, but yeah, I've never really learned much of that language. So that's something that maybe I would have actually appreciated now if I had grown up with it more. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
For me, not really. Like, it's just how I've grown up is knowing that I'm a halfie, and I haven't really struggled with anything to do with it, really. I think, especially because we live in a multicultural country, like, everyone identifies as something that's not just white. In fact, I'd say, especially in our school, like, it was weird if you were just white. Like,
True.
It was like, oh, you have no, like, culture. No offense. But no, for me, I haven't really thought about that before. I think it's just always been a part of who I am, and I've been asked, like, see both sides of the family and, like, learn about both sides. So it's just kind of like, I don't really know any difference. So
Yeah.
I really haven't.
So would you say that you're glad that you are a halfie compared to just one?
Yeah, because it makes it cool. Like, everyone always asks, like, oh, where are you from? And people, like, when they try and guess where we're from, they never get it right.
Yeah,
it's funny
most of the time. Some people think you're European.
Yeah, I've had a lot of random guesses. People try to guess where I'm from, but it's never really 100% right.
Shout out to all the halfies.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for those questions. Now, so I don't want it to drag on for too long, so we're going to get to the rapid fire questions. So this is just quick response ones. Okay, what's a hobby you want to spend more time on this year?
Well, my hobbies are kind of like watching Netflix and YouTube, going to the gym, going out with friends, which I feel like I have a good balance at the moment, but maybe if I could do YouTube more, that could be another hobby. Because I kind of forgot about it.
Get on it, get consistent.
Yeah.
And Wii Sports Championship, which Dan wins?
Depends which game it is.
Really? So no overall.
I mean, Dan Rogers would like to think he would be the winner.
Savage.
Well, I haven't seen Dan Porter play, so I don't know.
True. Okay, you have to pick one. Chocolate or coffee?
Chocolate.
Trust your dairy milk, Cadbury, chocolate.
I'm not that basic all the time, but sometimes I am.
So which one then?
Chocolate.
Yeah, as in which chocolate now?
Crispy M&Ms.
Oh yes, I can see that. Most memorable TikTok.
I have a few favourite, like, TikTokers. I really like, well, there's a few. I like Snarky Marky, I think that's his name. He does the, like, pretends to be, like, a high school teacher, and, like, it's really funny because it's relatable. I think I showed you. It's really
Yeah.
I like Bobby Mars, I think that's his name, who does the gasp. Like, like, you have to watch it. Look it up, it's hard to explain. Or I don't know the guy's name, but he does all the dances to that Dua Lipa song. I can't remember his name. I think he's from Perth. Anyway, I looked them up.
Should we just say his char time?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But good list, good list.
Yeah.
And last one, top place you want to visit in the world.
Good question. Like all over Europe and America. But if I had to pick one place, Spain. Or New York. Two very different places. But
I can see how they're your top ones.
heels or flats?
Heels? Not just because I'm short, but because you just feel more powerful.
True. What's one thing you can do which I can't do? Cook.
Cook? Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
Favorite makeup brand?
I don't wear a lot of makeup, but Inika Organics.
Trust.
Their packaging is so aesthetic. And it feels like you're not even wearing anything, so yes.
Nice. What's the nickname your family calls you?
Britters.
Everyone in the family?
No, okay, that's what Sheridan grew up calling me for one phase of time. But my parents call me by my full name. Oh, okay, no, my aunt.
Alicia Spencer.
No, my auntie used to call me Pumpkin, so that's pretty memorable. And my mum calls me Doll, but then she also calls our dad Doll. So
and me.
and Sheridan. So it gets really confusing. But those are some of the main ones.
Who takes longer to get dressed in the morning?
Sheridan most of the time, unless I'm feeling really indecisive. But I've been getting a bit better with it.
Why do I take longer?
I'd say more because if I know, I just throw the clothes on. But then I usually don't do makeup and stuff.
So I take longer to get ready.
Yeah. But to actually change depends. But I feel like I wear more stuff that has buttons and things, so actually maybe I take longer to change. It depends on the clothes.
This next question I don't really get, so I'm going to ask it two ways. What do you talk about the most, and then what do I talk about the most?
I'd say, what do I talk about the most? Things that God is doing in my life, and mind blank. and just things to do with ethics in general, ethics and philosophy. And what do you talk about the most? Justin Bieber?
I don't actually though. But
yeah, not legit. That was kind of a joke one. I would say you're pretty good about keeping me up to date with what's going on in your life, which is good. Because personally, I'm not good at telling people what I'm doing because I just feel like it's effort to do that. But then you're good about sharing what you've been doing in the day and how you're feeling about things and stuff. So that's inspirational to me.
nice. But I guess also like comes along that is also like what God's doing in my life as well, which happens throughout the day anyway. So that's I guess. Yeah. What did you most fight about as kids?
Everything. No, it's a joke.
True though.
Yeah, low-key. A lot of the time things like who's going to use the shower first and sharing things and
You used to follow me everywhere.
oh yeah, she got pretty annoyed at that. Because I always like hanging around older people, so then
Is that the reason why you knew at that age?
Yeah. So I was like doing things with Sheridan, so
That's so sad.
and with her,
as in I didn't know that.
and with her friends and stuff. So she thought I was following her, which I guess in some way
you were just trying to annoy me.
Nah. Oh, I was trying to annoy you when I would repeat back to you your words. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I would just mimic her, and then she would get me to stop, and then I'd still do it.
As in like at school you would follow me, or like
Really?
I remember there were a couple times that you did that.
That's
Or
weird.
like it was or like when we were like family friends' houses you would always follow
Yeah.
me. I'd be like, go play with your own friends. That's because I like older people. Anyway.
But yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has helped you to get to know us a bit better. And hope you enjoyed your coffee, and see you next time. Bye.
Oh, my goose, yeah.